Hey everyone, I just wanted to share some quick thoughts with you as it relates to, are you focused on better, or would you prefer to have God best? And my context behind this, the Bible verse, is First Kings 8. I want you to read the whole chapter, but I'm only going to read a couple of verses based on some thoughts that I got when I was reading it. My point of view in sharing is, it's what good is just reading the Bible if you don't know how to apply it to your everyday life. That has been my frustration. And I've been like, God, I need to know how to apply it to my everyday life. Because it's not just spiritual, but it's natural things that we have to do in our everyday life that should help us, that should protect us from danger, that should assist us in our everyday life, because we are spirit, we have a body and a soul. So, again, and another thing is, have you ever had a dream and you woke up and you have this puzzling um, thought, what did that mean? Or God, what are you trying to tell me? I believe that you should go to the Bible to see what the Bible says about certain things. So that is why I share tips on, the Bible. That is why I share Bible verses and thoughts, so that you can put it into your practice, so that God can speak to you, so you can get in the habit of hearing God's voice for yourself. When you pray, when you talk to Him, just like I'm talking to you, and when you sit and listen to hear what He says to you, and when you see the patterns in your life of places that He shares with you. So, again, my text is 1 Samuel 8. I want you to read the whole chapter, but I am going to start with verse 3. But they were not like their father, for they were greedy for money. They accepted bribes and perverted justice. Finally, all of the elders met at Ramah, and I hope I'm saying that correctly, to discuss the matter with Samuel. Look, told them, you are now old, and your sons are not like you. Give us a king to judge us like all other nations have. Samuel was displeased with their request and went to the Lord for guidance. Do everything they say to you, the Lord replied, for they are rejecting me, not you. They don't want me to be their king anymore. Ever since I brought them from Egypt, they have continuously abandoned me and followed other gods. Now they are giving you the same treatment. Do as they ask, but solemnly warn them about the way a king will reign over them. So, again, the purpose of me sharing this and telling you to read is to focus on God's best versus better. We all are wanting change. We all are seeking positive change. However, especially at the beginning of the year, I'm sure many of you have had goals and dreams and stuff, but I want you to really pray and really look within your heart. Are you just wanting better? Are you settling for better? Or are you really focused on God's best? I don't want to settle for better. I want God's best for my life, because God knows our beginning from our end. He knows the changes that will happen in the economy. He knows the changes that will happen in every industry, and how it will affect us and those connected to us. So I don't want to settle for better, and I encourage you not to settle for better, but to really see God and say, what is your best for my life? I want you to really look and see, okay, am I looking at others, like in here? it was saying make us like others. And when I was looking up the different contexts as it relates to in verse 3, where they were talking like other nations, some are saying Christians are looking at non-Christians and comparing themselves if they want what they have, and others are, I would say, when I was looking at it, is you can't look at other people's life and envy what they have, because there is a cost and there are experiences associated with where a person is in their position, where the things that they have, the responsibilities that they have. The higher you go up, there is responsibility associated with the and the people that are assigned to your voice. There's responsibility associated with that. So when you go up, if for those of you who want to lead, you have to be mindful of that you say and the actions that you take. And also when it comes down to the things that you have, let's say for example a car. Once you get that car, there's cost associated with it. There's taxes, there's insurance, there's maintenance. If you don't take care of your car on going for maintenance, going for oil change, eventually over time it will break down on you. So everything has a cost, everything has a consequence. So I came on to share with you to research in this the consequences of Israel wanting a king over God. I want you to really, and you'll be surprised at what you find, the consequences that were associated with Israel in Samuel 1, 1 Samuel 8 chapter, the consequences that resulted of them choosing to have a king like other nations versus allowing God to be their king. And I want you to make it personal and and say within your heart and seek for God's best rather than better. I don't want better. I want God's best. And I want God to lead me to his best, because he knows our beginning from our end. And I want to thank all of you for listening. I encourage you to read the entire chapter. I encourage you to study it, and stay tuned for more.